Hi there everyone. We're getting close to 4th of July. And my buddies on YouTube are the ones that basically reminded me of 4th of July coming. So I'm going to make a very simple, festive 4th of July dessert. And it's going to have fresh blueberries and a can of cherry pie filling. And it's real easy, but it's going to have a decorative crust. So it's going to be real simple because I've done my pie crust here many times. So I hope you enjoy this easy, quick recipe. Okay, my pie plate is an 8-inch pie plate. It's very small. This is not the standard size, but because of that, we're not going to need as many blueberries as normal. This is probably, I should measure it, it's probably about 3/4 of a cup. And this can is 21 ounces of cherries. So I'm not going to add anything to this when I make my cherry pies from pie filling. I don't add any sugar. I just leave it just like this. So the only thing I'm going to add a little sugar to, and probably a teaspoon of lemon juice to the blueberries. And whenever I make blueberry pie, I do put sugar and cinnamon, not with cherries, but this is a combo. So I'm going to add, this is about 1/4 cup, probably has about a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon in it. And it's about a 1/2 cup of sugar and cinnamon. And I'm going to probably finish doing the rest. So it's about 1/4 cup. So it's not a lot of sugar or cinnamon. And then I'm going to add a little less than a tablespoon of flour, because blueberries do have quite a bit of juice in them. So we just want to kind of coat them a little with some sugar. And that should be about it, because we're going to mix those with the cherries. And now we have our 2-crust pie. And I'm just going to roll out the dough. You can use a store-bought crust if you prefer. So what I'm going to do is just trim off the crust, which is what I do anyway when I put another one, second crust on. Okay, and now we're going to have cherries and blueberries. So what I'm going to do is scatter some of the blueberries on the bottom first. I'm not measuring, I'm just kind of fill the bottom with a few like that. And then I'm going to take some of the cherries, the pie filling, and put over. And normally when you have a 9.5 or a 10-inch pie crust and you're making a cherry pie, you would use 2 of these cans. And this is a small pie, and I would only use 1 can normally. So I'm going to top some of the cherries over the blueberries like that. And then I'm going to put the rest of the blueberries on top. Kind of scatter them. They have their sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of flour. And just kind of spread them around. Kind of integrate them with the cherry pie filling like that. See how pretty that is? That is so perfect for 4th of July. It really is. And then I'm just going to put the rest of the cherry pie filling, because there is enough to fill this. It's not too much. Just going to put the rest on top. And you can see the colors. It looks so beautiful, really. So the star of the show here is going to be the top crust. So I'll be back. You want to roll out your top crust the same way you would if for a regular crust. But what we're going to use are little star cookie cutters. And you're going to have a little bowl of flour next to you so that it doesn't stick. Just like when you're, making cookies and you have cookie cutters, you don't want this to stick. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this pie dough, and we're rolling it out at the same, it's usually, they say, about 1/8 inch thick. I don't measure it, but just about like it is right now. That's the same thickness you would do for a regular crust. And we're just going to go and make all these little stars. And it's perfect for the holiday, for 4th of July. So once we get that, we're going to bring our pie over. We're just going to start placing them on the edge first, kind of however you want. It doesn't have to be any particular way. Just place them on the edge of the pie on top, and we're going to cover this whole pie with these stars. And that's going to be our top crust. It's really pretty. So if you watched a very short video I actually did that video today I made my son some pies for the club he's in, and I did an apricot pie like this, and I actually still have it. We haven't eaten it yet, but here's the apricot version. And I had planned all along to do this cherry blueberry pie this way, but I wanted to do one with an apricot too. So see how fun this is? It is so fun, and it comes out so pretty. So then we're going to do an egg wash and a little sugar and cinnamon. Okay, now we're going to use our egg wash, and we're just going to cover all the crust with egg wash, and then we're going to sprinkle sugar and cinnamon now. Okay, it's ready. It's still warm. I let this cool probably close to an hour, but it is still warm, and normally it can be eaten a lot sooner. I think I put a little too much filling in, it's possible, but it's still good. Let's try it. Really delicious. Really delicious. And it's really good with vanilla ice cream. This is a perfect dessert to serve for 4th of July because it's not only colorful with the cherries and the blueberries, it's absolutely delicious. So I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July.